Hello everyone, this is George from Strezov Sampling, and as usual when it comes to releasing a new product, I'm more than excited to show you our latest choral child, the second installment of the Rhodope series. This sampling series has actually been the one that we always spent lots of time on. First, because it is connected with our national tradition and heritage, and secondly, because this type of throat singing is actually pretty tough for sampling. This is the time to thank all the beautiful ladies from Cosmic Voices Choir and to conductor Vanya Moneva for agreeing to stay in the studio for so long and to actually put up with our, sometimes crazy requirements. So, what is included in Rhodope 2? We have two true polyphonic legato patches with the R and E vowels. We also have a dedicated clusters and effects patch, one patch for those creepy whispers and shouts, and last but not least, the powerful Syllabuilder Engine version 3.0 that will allow you to use lyrics to connect in more vowels, blend staccato and sustain samples, and much more. So, let's get started with the true legato patches. The entire library has 3 microphone positions: close, deca and ho, and was also recorded in the Sofia session studio where Freyja, Árva and Wotan were recorded. You have the option to map the microphones to different outputs when you drag up and down with the mouse. Let us hear the different microphone positions. I'll just turn off the reverb for this. Okay, check this out. The clusters and effects patch is very powerful, perfect for adding some effects to your music. There are 5 regions on the contact keyboard. First, make sure you have set contact to look at the exact keyboard ranges. If you are wondering why the middle of the keyboard is empty, this is because you can actually map the Syllabuilder patch as well as the clusters and effects to the same MIDI channel and play them together. So the first 2 zones trigger low and high clusters, all sung through different vowels. Use Mod Wheel CC1 to go through different dynamic layers. The zones marked in green are pre-recorded runs and falls in different speed. While the yellow zone features various shouts and exclamations. And now for the powerful artillery. The main patch within Rhodope 2 is the Syllabuilder patch. The choir was recorded with multiple syllables within 3 dynamic layers, mezzo piano, forte and forte with the shaking singing style. It has a couple of important features, so let me try explaining all of them to you. The dashboard window is the main window you see when opening the library. To the left you can see 10 syllables. If you click on them with the left mouse button, you will be able to write lyrics which appear at the dashboard in the middle. Each of the syllables you place there can have different settings, like attack, release, volume and offset. Those can all be found at the bottom right corner of the window. Moreover, you can switch between sustain and staccato for each of the syllables. Everything that you write inside the dashboard can be saved or loaded up by the engine. I have to point out that all lyrics are fully compatible with Freyja, Wotan and Árva, so you can exchange settings between all libraries. At the top you can also see buttons for initializing, deleting or inserting syllables, the quick load menu, where you can stash short phrases that just do the job in your workflow, and the settings menu, which we'll cover in a bit. This thing, the legato section, has 3 settings: fast, medium and slow. It is important to say that this fluid agile legato, that's what we call it, gets triggered by the sustain pedal. Let me show you how it works. First, place a syllable on the dashboard. Click on it, enable the legato speed and play after triggering the sustain pedal. You can also map all the syllables to different key switches marked in red on the contact keyboard. The yellow key switch allows you to repeat the same syllable. The most powerful option of the Syllabuilder engine allows you to connect or morph syllables. You need to press within the circle that sits between 2 syllables on the dashboard window. Press it once and it enables connect mode. Press it twice and it will do the morph mode. You choose the speed of either modes within the rhythm panel to the right. You can see that this will help you create new words or even pad-like choral textures. The settings window gives you a few controls. First, you once again have 3 mic positions, also built-in whispers and shouts, which are by default tuned to 4 and lower velocity for the whispers and 127 velocity for the shouts. You can turn them off if you don't like them to be present in the main patch, or you can tweak their velocity settings according to your MIDI keyboard preferences. You have the option to turn off the overlapping notes feature, also to get rid of the released samples. The auto reset to last key switch will make contact go to the beginning of a sequence every time you stop playing the library. This is useful if you want your lyrics to start from the same position every time you play or export from your DAW of choice. The hold last syllable controller, also connected with the agile legato as I've said before, is always connected with the sustain pedal CC64, but you can change this within the settings panel. Just click on this button and assign a MIDI controller of your choice. The button mod wheel only is connected with a special shake vibrato style of singing. By default it is mapped at the end of the mod wheel, but in case you dislike how it sounds, you can press the button and leave the mod wheel for just mezzo piano to forte dynamics and use CC number 2, which is breath control, to trigger the shake singing. If you still have some questions about the library, do not worry, because we have built this special help file within the patch itself, so you can quickly go through all those helpful hints and tips by pressing the arrows at the top. Finally, the Whispers and Shouts patch allows you to write lyrics but have them performed ballando. You can make again colorful rhythmical effects with the Whispers and Shouts. As I've said before, those are mapped within the main patch, but here you can use them on their own. They are triggered with velocity. If you go to the options screen, you will see that the Whispers are triggered with velocity lower than 79, while the Shouts are triggered with velocity higher than 80. So, this has been a brief description of what Rhodope 2 looks and sounds like. We really hope that you've enjoyed what you saw and heard. Make sure to check some of our demos online to hear how the library sits in actual music. Once again, thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and kindest regards from Bulgaria. Cheers!